Hey, what's up? Fanu from Finland here. I had a few thoughts relating to motivation. This mostly relates to music because that's my thing, but in general, I think this could relate to anything, whatever it is that you do. I thought about blogging, but this time I thought I might give it vlogging a shot, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know if this sucks. Just be honest. So somebody got in touch with me a few days ago asking me about how to get forward in music. He said he's been into making music for a few years but hasn't really got too far with his songs. So this raised a few thoughts and I started writing about it, and then I thought I might actually try and talk about it instead of writing. So here's a few thoughts. Let's call this motivation. So relating to music, think about how many beat makers there are, or let's say how many people are there that make music to an extent. Like you make music every now and you want to get somewhere. And how many producers are there? Think about it. The ratio is pretty uneven. There's a lot of people who have tools for making music. Anybody can get it. It's just a few clicks. But how many guys do you know that are producers that have got somewhere, who are actively making releases? So there's a difference. If you want to be somebody in music, you have to have a goal. You got to be able to work on bigger packages of music instead of making a song or a half every now and then. I think a lot of people would love to be a guy who can call himself a producer, but you gotta have a goal. Set a goal for yourself. Work on this bigger thing of yours. Don't just fiddle around. I mean, that's okay if you want to, but if you want to be a producer in a way, you have to be persistent. You have to have a goal. That's number one thing. You gotta work towards a goal. It can be an album, for example. I've released lots of albums because to me, that's something that motivates me, inspires me. It's rewarding to work towards a bigger goal, an album. Because if I don't have a goal, I don't really know what to do. I'll just fiddle around and I don't want to do that. So see the bigger picture. Great things always take dedication. You have to leave your comfort zone. You have to turn off your TV. Actually, fucking throw your TV out. I sold my TV probably like 8 years ago, and even before that, I didn't even have the cable for that. I just used it for Xbox, which I also sold pretty much around the same time. I wanted to concentrate more on my thing, and that's definitely paid itself off. I'm gonna need some coffee. I know some people who have been sort of trying for 10 years, but haven't really made very many songs. That's lack of focus. So look at the bigger picture. Have a goal. Look at that. Work towards that. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to realize you have limited time. You have to have this goal. Just tell yourself what the goal is and work towards that. And one thing that's been motivating me a lot, helped me to kick my own ass, is the question, is what I'm doing right now taking me closer to this goal? This is a very good question. It's a very relevant thing to ask yourself. Another cliché thing is, where do you see your music in a few years? And that relates to the earlier question. Because if you're fucking watching Netflix a lot, you're not getting closer to your goal. And that's not taking you closer to where you want to be. It's always those easy things that don't reward you that much. One thing that Il Gates brought up in one of his speeches, in his lectures, was the concept of eternal recurrence. I think it relates to some old philosophical stuff. I think Nietzsche probably, but it doesn't matter. The whole point is make it count. Like let's say you die. Well, we all will, but theoretically, if you died and you had to watch your life as a videotape all over, and you would see yourself doing what you did, how would you feel about it? Think about it right now. Like, think about the past 2 weeks. Could you actually bear watching yourself watch Netflix? Well, you can relax to some extent, but I know you get my point. So make it count. Use your time wisely. Think about this. It's these little things that may help you a lot. These things help me a lot. If I'm slacking, I know that deep inside myself, I want to work on music, and I do it. But every now and then, I need a little pickup, and these are the things that I ask myself. And yeah, you just gotta enjoy what you're doing, and don't always look at the goal. I said you gotta have a goal, but if you're looking at the goal all the time, it'll wear you out. You have to enjoy the moment. Think about, a lot of you guys have been playing video games, right? Well, I have. I used to do that a lot in the past. And think about it. You're always enjoying it most of the time. And you never think about finishing. You're just doing there. You're enjoying the moment. And eventually, you're going to finish the game if you put yourself into it. And this same thing relates to music. If you keep doing it, you will reach some sort of goal, but don't watch it all the time. It takes willpower, fun, hard work, but don't stress the finish line too much. And also, this relates to the previous point. When you keep doing it, it will open doors for you. But it's like watering a plant. If you're watching it all the time, it doesn't grow. It feels like it's not going anywhere. You just gotta give it some time. I'll be honest, it's happened to me many times in my career that I'm expecting instant rewards. Like a few times after releasing an album, I'm like, yeah, people are gonna love it. I'm gonna get booked a lot. This will bring this and that to me. And it never ever happens when you're really expecting it to happen. It just doesn't. That's how life works. If you're looking for something real bad right at that moment, it never comes. So give it some time, put yourself into it, just have faith, and things will definitely work. What else? Never compare yourself to others. That's a sure way to destroying your own happiness. That's something I've done a lot in the past in my musical career, comparing myself to other artists. That totally wrecks the joy and kills the joy in your own game. The thing is, we all walk along different paths, so you cannot compare yours to somebody else's. We all progress at different speed, and things happen at different times. Those things come at different stages of the path that you're walking, so you cannot think that it'll be exactly the same for you. And I'll be honest, it's been many times for me that I've been like, yeah, that and this guy, they're going places, and I've worked harder than those guys. But then it's just, that's stupid. It's kind of naive. And sure enough, there's been good things coming my way, but it never works the same way. So that's a good thing to realize. It's never the same. So you have your own thing, work on that, and don't look at the others too much. So yeah, I think that's mostly all. I'm reading my list all the time, so I don't have to remember everything. Oh yeah, this whole thing, like honestly, if you're a guy that's working on music, it probably means that you have this special skill in your life that can give you a lot of joy. Think about it. A lot of people lead a sort of, I don't want to say a boring life, but sort of like an ordinary life. And what I mean is a lot of people don't have this one special thing in their life that they could actually focus on. A lot of people go to work, working for somebody else's income, putting money in somebody else's pocket. They come home, they turn on the TV, and that's your day. Repeat, and that's it. So think about it. If you have this special skill, appreciate it, because a lot of people don't have it. If you can make music, if you can draw, if you're talented in athletics or something like that, whatever creative stuff, realize that a lot of people don't have it, and a lot of people would actually love to have that, but they don't. So appreciate the gift that you have. So yeah, I think that, well, yeah, one more thing. This all relates to a bigger picture. I've written down this. I don't know if it makes any sense, but don't just fit what you love into your life. Make what you love your everyday life. And this holds a lot of truth if you keep doing what you do. I mean, these days I'm in addition to being a fairly active producer, I make a lot of music. I'm also a mastering engineer and a producer. I have my own company for that. And it's something that I've sort of worked towards all my life, not like intentionally. It only became evident in the past few years. But that emphasizes the point that I'm trying to make. If you're making what you like your whole life, it always brings opportunities. So music has always been the thing that I've been doing. I've always had faith in it. Well, there's definitely been many moments when I've questioned my faith and my skill, but I've still kept doing it. And I'm doing okay these days. I like where I am as a producer and an engineer. So yeah, make what you do your everyday life. If you don't like what you do, just drop it. I mean, it's not worth doing it. We all have limited time here, so make it worth it, make it count. One more thing, it seems like I'm never going to stop, but one more thing. Think about every single person who has made it somehow, like in music. Everybody has worked a lot. There are no shortcuts. You just have to put the time in. If you know an artist that's doing well, it did not happen to him or her in a few weeks. It's taken years. Pretty much the same story that I said about myself. A lot of those guys have been doing it for forever in a way. So yeah, stop slacking. Do it. Have faith in what you do. This is motivation. So yeah, I don't know if you like it. Just let me know. If I sucked, then I'll block you entirely and disappear from the face of the earth. Whatever. I hope this can inspire you a little bit. But yeah, this is it. Peace out.